Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This is Sarah and Joshua, and today we're going to tell you the story of how we saved a man's life. And if you haven't seen the last video, definitely go check it out. We're going to link it up here.
Yeah, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, saving a guy's life, what do you mean? Yeah, go ahead and look at that and watch that last video. And just make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to hear more of our, it really helps us out, and to make sure you guys can keep up to date with our story times and our adventures and our future that we have planned on going on here. So let's get into it. So the day we saved a man's life was actually the day that I asked her to be my wife. Just kidding. The day that I actually asked her to be my girlfriend.
Yes.
Which is November 2nd, 2019. I always think it's the 4th. We got married on the 4th of October.
Yeah.
Too many numbers there.
Yeah.
But so it was actually a dark and stormy night.
It literally was a dark and stormy
Not to make it sound like a comic book story, but it was dark. What did we do during the day?
We hung out at night with our friends. We went axe throwing with my best friend, his best friend, and then my best friend's other friend. And went axe throwing, and then afterwards we got like tacos. And this is like the funny thing about our relationship that we will continuously say. We just have so many weird instances that happen to us. So we're out eating tacos with our friends, and then it's pretty late at this point. It's like at least probably 11 p.m. If not, it's 10:30, 11 p.m. at this point. And so our friends leave, they go home, do their own thing. And so we were like, we kind of wanted to go downtown, but we weren't sure. His car was like almost out of gas. Both of our phones were not charged. We were like, should we even go downtown, or should we just go back to one of our houses and just hang out the rest of the night?
We were even debating because everything lined up for us not to go downtown.
Yeah, even our original plans of the evening too, because originally we were gonna go to Topgolf, and then it was too packed. It was like a 4-hour wait, and we're like, we'll just go to axe throwing instead.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Everything was not happening how we wanted it to happen that evening. Nothing bad. Axe throwing was fun, but it's that's not initially what we wanted to do. We just changed it up.
Right.
The other thing was too packed, but yeah. So then we go to a gas station.
And just got a charger.
We got a phone charger. We got gas in your car. But then the phone charger didn't even work, remember? Because you needed the plug.
Oh my god, are you uncovering memories I didn't know I had?
Because the plug was a USB, but some cars have the cigarette lighter.
Yeah, my car was older.
It was an older car that he had at the time.
I mean, not older, it was 2006, whatever. But
I mean, it's 2022. It's kind of old.
But so, that we had the charger. I guess it didn't work, so we were out there with our dead phones. Sorry, it was loud in here. Dead phones, almost dying phones. Yeah. So we had
did the responsible thing.
We had went to our downtown area, and did we eat something and then go to the pier? Or we just went straight there.
No, because we had just had tacos with our friends.
So we went to the downtown area, and then we just went towards our pier, which means a lot to us because you'll see why. Then we were sitting down. I think we got ice cream.
No, we literally just walked to the pier.
So many times.
It was late because, like I said, we were eating the tacos 10:30, 11.
Right.
By the time we got gas and we got the phone charger, it was 11:30.
It was close to midnight.
Yeah, it was super close to midnight.
Check this out.
Ice cream was not open at midnight.
Right. So, we sit down, and I've tried to ask her out before, in a couple of days before, but it was just is this the right time? I don't know. A little scared, nervous. But so this time I was sitting down and I was just asking her, blah blah blah, and boom, and then I asked her, and then she said yes, thankfully, obviously.
Of course I said yes.
And so couple seconds right after it started raining, drizzling, and we were like, okay, let's get out of here because it's raining, and we're outside near boats on the water on the pier.
Super dark.
Yeah, and it's midnight, close to midnight, and we were walking off the pier, and then we just hear help from the water or from the boats.
We didn't know where it was coming from.
Yeah,
and help me.
And where we live is the pier has a lot of nice yachts and a lot of big boats on it, on the pier on the water, and we were someone's stuck in a boat. Someone just that's what my thought was. Yeah, someone's stuck on a boat. Help. Yeah. Look around, nothing. So we continue to walk off the pier, and then I hear it again. Help. And we're like, okay. So now we start walking towards where we hear help, and then off the pier, and we walk over like the ledge so people can sit down and like look at the water or whatever. And we look down, or she sees it first.
Yeah.
We look down and we see a man. He's like drowning in the freaking water. Pretty much, he's treading water, trying to like stay up, and that was him who was saying help.
Very scary.
So as I spring into action, all right, I go over. She just became my girlfriend, and I'm like, hold my legs, as I'm like Tom Cruise, like dangling over this edge of the ledge of like trying to get him, but
and the water was low, very low.
So it was I couldn't reach him. So then out of nowhere, this other couple was on the pier, and this guy, he came out of nowhere with a big palm frond, like big branch, so I can lay it down to him. And then
but like what the weird thing was, it was like we got to this pier like close to midnight, and while we were on the pier at first, there was like a good amount of people because it was a Saturday night, and like it's near the downtown area in walking distance, so there was a ton of people on the pier. But like literally right after he asked me out, it was like the pier was like empty. Like we couldn't recall any other people being on the pier. We were the last ones there. And then once it started to rain, we're like, okay, we should probably leave. Like it's late. It's like probably almost 1 at this point, or 12:30 at this point. And so then we're walking off and we hear it. So the fact that like he's like dangling over the edge, I'm sitting on his feet, but this couple comes out of nowhere. Like this like a man and a woman, they're a couple, they come out of nowhere. I'm like, where did they even come from? No one was down here like at all.
Looking back, I saw them all the way at the end of the pier.
Yeah,
but
but there were so many more people. But like once we heard this guy like begging, like asking, like help me, like from the distance, like I felt like there was no one around. And like even when the couple came up, they found the dead palm frond. And I'm like, and the way that palm frond was placed, it was like nicely placed like along the palm tree. I'm like, it was just such like lined up for us to help this guy. And it's like we were supposed to like, poor guy. We had to be there, and we almost weren't at that pier because we almost were like, oh, our phones are dying, we're out of gas, like let's just go home. Like thank God we went to that pier.
It was wild. And so the guy handed me the palm frond, and I'm on top of the ledge now, like feeding it to him, and he's holding onto it, floating.
Yeah.
And then I'm like walking sideways along the edge, and she's on the phone with the firefighters, 911, like everyone's crying. Like,
I was sobbing.
It's crazy, honestly. It was a crazy experience.
Yeah.
Then we pulled the guy out of the water. Firefighters came like instantly.
Right. The second they were pulling the guy out of the water, the firefighters came up, and there was like 10 of them. Some of them with scuba gear.
A couple of them.
It's crazy.
And then because I already got him out of the water, and we were just talking to keep him calm. Like, what's his name? His name is Steve. My boy Steve. We're still trying to look for you.
We've been trying to find
this day.
Yeah.
So we can, say what's up and see how you're doing. But anyways, just to keep him calm. And he said he was actually homeless, and he was sleeping on that ledge until it started raining. And then I guess, he woke up in the sleep, and then he fell over.
Spooked him, like the water spooked him when he was sleeping.
So he fell over.
Yeah.
So thank God we were there for him. And
it's just crazy.
We just pulled him out, and then we were walking away. And 5 minutes later, we were like,
did that just happen?
Did we just save a man's life?
Like, we've just been dating for 5 minutes.
We've been dating for 5 minutes, and we saved a man's life together. Like, that's freaking wild.
It's very emotional. Like, honestly, like, that's someone's life. Like, and that guy was like, seriously, he's like, thank you guys so much. You literally just saved my life. Like, I thought I was gonna die. Like, and hearing someone say that to you is like,
I know.
Like, I can't even fathom like what like firefighters and like everyone, like those people, like they hear that every single day, I'm sure. Like, but like hearing that, like, we're not trained by any means to help someone. Right there, you know what I mean? But like,
prayers up for Steve.
Yeah.
Drop a like for Steve.
We tried finding him too, because like in that downtown area, there is a pretty large homeless community, I would say, or maybe not large, but there is a homeless community in that area. And I remember the weekend after we had saved the guy, we literally went to our local grocery store, which is Publix. We bought like a $50 gift card, and we were like, we wanted to find him just so we can give him like, a chance to have some warm food from the grocery store. We walked miles around the downtown area, and unfortunately we couldn't find him. I mean, honestly, like if I was him and I went through that kind of traumatic experience, I probably also wouldn't be in that same area. I'd probably go somewhere else. So I totally understand that. But yeah, it was scary. Like, seeing that was very scary. Like, I stutter talking about it still because it's like, it was really scary to see that. And we were younger back then too. Not that we're much older now, but still, like, we're 23 years old. It's like, whoa, like, that's like, wow.
Yeah, I think it would happen to us now, it'd still be the same thing.
Yeah, you'd still be shooken up from it. But, I mean.
Yeah, that is one of the many crazy stories of us or relationship that kind of brings us together.
Yeah.
5 minutes after I asked her to be my girlfriend,
Crazy.
she helped me save a life. So that's crazy. So
Yeah.
if you guys want to hear more stories and, you know, have you guys have us bring you guys along on our adventures, just put a comment down below and subscribe for more.
Turn on those notification bells.
Yeah,
that
right?
one, turn on the notification bells.
Yeah, they're doing that now. Gotta do that. But yeah, see you guys.
See you guys in the next video.
So I don't want to be doing that.